Good morning, everyone.
Good morning,
morning.
ma'am.
Good morning. In a previous class, we have completed with the civics lesson, lesson number 2, that is constitutional design. And I hope you have seen the notes and the question answers provided to you on the
Yes,
student
sir.
portal. Okay, fine. Now, today we are going to start with the second lesson of economics, that is people as resource. People as resource. Now, as the name indicates, people as resource, what do you understand by this people as resource? Can anybody tell me people as resource? People means, first split the this title. People means we the human beings, as resource,
Yes, ma'am.
as resource. We the human beings are as resource. Resource means,
So,
what is a resource? Resource means the we can in context with the people, we can say that it is the country's working population from which we can the productivity of the country can be increased. The productivity, that means the GDP, gross national product, can be increased. And here we it is referred to as country's working population. People as countries working population, we will see. Now in this lesson, first we will relate this lesson to a previous lesson of chapter 1 number 1 of economics only. Now economics chapter number 1, what was it about? It was about the story of village
The
Palampur.
story of village Palampur.
Yes, do
the
you
story of
remember?
the story of village Palampur.
Yes, do you remember the story of village Palampur?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Okay.
ma'am.
Okay, that in that story of village Palampur, we have read about different factors of production. Different factors of production
Yes,
we have read.
ma'am.
Okay, then in the different factors of production, we also what first let me see who all remember about the different factors of production. What were the different factors of production? If you
Ma'am,
turn your
land,
pages,
capital and use.
very good. If you turn your pages, you can see that the factors of production were land, that is the basic natural resource, labor, that is physical
Yes,
and mental
ma'am.
effort,
Yes, ma'am.
and then we have
Sir,
read about,
ma'am,
Working.
yes,
Ma'am, working capital.
yes, physical
Ma'am,
capital, physical capital. Then we read about physical capital that was divided into fixed and working capital.
Working
And then
capital.
another part of another factor which was very essential in the
Human
last we had read about human capital.
Human
Now,
capital.
this lesson is based on,
capital.
yes, so this lesson is based on that fourth factor of production, that is human capital only. Here,
Capital.
no, human capital,
Yes, ma'am.
we had seen the human capital is referred to the knowledge and enterprises are required to put together the whatever knowledge, whatever skills the human beings are having, that are put
Good morning,
together.
ma'am.
Good morning. That are put together for land, labor, and physical capital to produce the output. कुछ output निकालने के लिए the human beings use their skills, their knowledge to put the land, the labor, and the physical capital, which is the above three factors of production. उन तीनों factors of
Okay, ma'am.
production को working में ला करके अपनी knowledge और skill को use करके to give the output, it is called as people as resource when we give the output. Clear? So this lesson is
Yes.
based on the human capital only. Now coming
Ma'am.
to the lesson, yes, beta.
Ma'am, I want to ask that, ma'am, in term 1, which chapters are coming from SST?
Term 1.
Yes, ma'am.
What happened? Any doubt in this?
No, ma'am, I want to ask how many chapters are coming.
Okay. Term 1, total 7 lessons are coming. One of history, that is French Revolution. We have done one extra lesson here Russian Revolution also we have completed, because at that time we did not know about the syllabus. Means we time was there and we wanted to continue with our lessons. That is why. Clear? So term
Okay,
one only from history, only one, that is French Revolution is coming from term one, history. Then geography, two lessons are coming. That is India size and location and physical features of India. Okay.
okay, ma'am.
Okay. Then in political science, that is
Ma'am,
civics. Yes. Yes.
ma'am, can you please share in the group? Ma'am, can you please this term one chapter share in the group?
Okay. Not in the group, beta. I'm speaking just now. अभी वो सिलेबस आपको सिलेबस दिया है, syllabus is given.
No, ma'am.
No, not syllabus is not given. Okay, fine. I will let you know कि ग्रुप में शेयर करती हूँ मैं तब, ठीक है. Otherwise, if syllabus is there, then why to share it in the group again? है ना? No
Okay,
problem.
ma'am. Thank
No
you.
problem. If you want, I can share it also. That term one, French Revolution of history, then geography, first and second lesson, India, and physical size features of India. India size and location and physical features of India. These two lessons. And then civics, again two lessons. That is what is democracy and why democracy, and constitutional design, which recently we have completed. Clear? Two
Okay, ma'am.
lessons of civics also, and two lessons of economics also. That is the story of village Palampur and people as resource, which we are going to complete here.
Okay, thank you, ma'am.
This is the last lesson of term one we have started just now. Okay. If you want, I can
Okay,
share it in
ma'am.
the group also. Fine. So, coming back to our lesson. Wait a second. Okay, now people as resource. I hope you have understood the lesson, the title of the lesson, and what you are going to read in this lesson.
Yes, ma'am.
So now beginning. The chapter people as resource is an effort to explain population as an asset for the economy rather than a liability. Now these two words are very new to you, I think. The population. Now this is the effort to explain the population as an asset. What is an asset? We can say that population as an asset means population as very useful or valuable for the productivity. Asset means useful or valuable for the productivity. Clear? For economy. For economy, you can write down the meanings over there, so that because again and again these words will come, asset and liability. Then rather than a liability. Liability means responsibility. Liability means responsibility. एक तरीके से we can say in Hindi बोझ. So here in
Ma'am,
this
can you please say again the meaning of asset?
asset means the valuable or useful population. We will study in context with the valuability and the usefulness for the economy. Population as useful or valuable for economy. Clear? हम एक तरीके से पॉपुलेशन को यहाँ बोझ नहीं मानेंगे, दैट रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी कंट्री की नहीं मानेंगे, बट एज अ वैल्यूएबल और यूजफुल रिसोर्स फॉर द प्रोडक्टिविटी फॉर द इकोनॉमी. क्लियर? एंड रादर देन अ लाइबिलिटी. लाइबिलिटी मीन्स रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी फॉर द कंट्री. तो यहाँ पर इस लेसन में हम लोग मोस्टली पॉपुलेशन को हम एक तरीके से प्रोडक्टिव रिसोर्स मानेंगे, विच इज helpful for the growth of our country's economy rather than it is a responsibility कि उसको means population को responsibility मान लिया कंट्री की कि अब कंट्री को ही उसकी देखभाल करनी है, और वो कुछ भी helpful नहीं रहेगा. It is not helpful, or the we can say that the example I can give, that uneducated, unhealthy people who cannot contribute to the country's economy, they can become a liability for the country economy. कौन कौन से लोग लाइबिलिटी बन सकते हैं, कौन से लोग रिस्पॉन्सिबिलिटी बन सकते हैं कंट्रीज के लिए अनएजुकेटेड, जो अनएजुकेटेड हैं, प्लस अनहेल्दी पॉपुलेशन, जो अनहेल्दी है, might be these types of people, these type of population can become a liability for the country's economy. They cannot prove any helpful, or they cannot prove any usefulness, provide any usefulness for the country's growth. Country growth, economic growth के लिए ये कुछ भी help नहीं कर सकते. Clear? So in this lesson, population becomes human capital when there is investment made in the form of education, training and medical care. Now this population, which we are thinking is as an asset, as a valuable or a useful resource, we can invest in the form of education, training and medical care. Then only the population can be fruitful for the country's economy. So population becomes human capital. Population human capital कब बनती है? जब उसमें एजुकेशन, ट्रेनिंग एंड मेडिकल केयर उसमें इन्वेस्ट किया जाए पॉपुलेशन के लिए. आई होप द वर्ड्स आर क्लियर.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
In fact, human capital is a stock of skill. Human capital is a stock of skill. Stock means a collection of skill and productive knowledge embodied in them. That means the human capital, human beings are the collection of skills, abilities, and the productive knowledge which are organized in them. Just with the help of the education, training, and medical care, we can invest in the population to make them human capital that is valuable asset for the country's economy. I hope this paragraph is clear. The meaning,
Yes, ma'am.
embodied,
Yes, ma'am.
embodied
Yes,
means
ma'am.
organized, stock means collection. Now next paragraph. People as resource is a way of referring into a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. Now people as resource. What is a people as resource? It is a way of referring to a country's working people in terms of their existing productive skills and abilities. Now, according to the working means the age limit, I hope you have means if you remember, you have learnt about the age limit, what is working population and what is dependent population. कहीं पढ़ा है ये word dependent population and working population?
No, ma'am.
No? Okay. Working population we can say about the people above the age of 15 to 64, where they are having the skills and abilities to enhance the economy of the country. Clear? 15 to 64, mostly we can say 64 years of age, they are considered as working. वो बहुत अपने ability और skill को use करके they can become helpful for the country's economic growth. But children, small children below 15 years, clear, 1 to 14 years, plus above 65 years of age, that is old people, they cannot be counted as working people, because what, they are not helpful for the productivity of the economy of the country. They are dependent, they are considered as dependent. The children and the old age people, they are considered as dependent population that can be dependent on whom? Upon the working people or working population. I hope working and dependent is clear now. Working people
Yes,
लेंगे जो अपनी स्किल और एबिलिटी से एनहेंस कर रहे हैं इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ.
इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ को.
क्लियर? और ये होते हैं मोस्टली जब पीपल आर विद देयर स्किल एंड एबिलिटी ऑफ द एज ऑफ 15 to 64 इयर्स, जो वर्किंग में कर रहे हैं, काम कर रहे हैं इकोनॉमिक ग्रोथ के लिए. और जो बच्चे हैं प्लस जो ओल्ड एज में हैं, वो दे आर कंसिडर्ड एज द डिपेंडेंट population. They are dependent on whom? They are dependent on the working people, working population. Clear? For their growth.
Yes,
Now, looking at the population from this productive aspect, अब इस productive aspect से हम population को देखते हैं, emphasizes its ability to contribute to the creation of gross national product. Now, from if this point of view we see about the population that it is considered as the working population, then we can find out that it is a productive aspect which emphasizes on what? The contribution to the gross national product, GNP, gross national product. जो gross national, now what is gross national product? It is a national income. Gross national product is a national income. The we can say that the final product formed from secondary and tertiary sector is totaled up, sum up hota hai, and that is considered to be the national income. Now, secondary and tertiary activity, you know, we have read about 3 types of activities.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
The first activity, it is considered where the natural resources are used. The second is secondary activity. Secondary activity means those natural resources are further made into utilization, brought into utilization by mechanical or technical usability. Then the tertiary activity, which is transport system. Very good. So what is gross national product? It is a national income, and national income is calculated. How it is calculated? About the final product from secondary sector and the tertiary sector. टर्शियरी सेक्टर और सेकेंडरी सेक्टर में जो फाइनल प्रोडक्ट बनकर के निकला है लास्ट में, एंड वो द फाइनल प्रोडक्ट में जो कंट्रीब्यूशन हुआ है, जो प्रॉफिट हुआ, उसको टोटल अप करके जो नेशनल इनकम फाइंड आउट कर सकते हैं. क्लियर? सो नाउ अगेन कमिंग टू द लाइंस, लुकिंग एट द पॉपुलेशन फ्रॉम द प्रोडक्टिव एस्पेक्ट. अगर हम प्रोडक्टिव एस्पेक्ट वर्किंग पॉपुलेशन को देखते हैं, दैट इज इट एम्फसाइजेस इट्स एबिलिटी to contribute to the gross national product. वो enhance करती है national income को बढ़ाने के लिए. When it is encouraging or when it is enhancing the economy, then in another way we can say it is also enhancing the national income, or we can say that gross national product. So what is gross national product? What is
Ma'am,
gross?
it is a national income.
And how we can find out? By the final gross national product.
By the final
When the final product from the secondary sector and tertiary sector is totaled up. Clear? Then like other resources, population also is a resource. Like other resources, natural resources are there, other resources are there. So like other resources, population is also a resource, that is a human resource. This is a positive side of the large population that is often overlooked when we look only at the negative side. Now, when we see about the large population, we only see the negative side. कि अरे ये large population, इतनी ज़्यादा population, how the country will develop. But if we see positive side, then we can find out that this large population can be very helpful for the increase in the gross national product, because most of the people can be considered as the working people, can be more in this large population also. Clear? The positive side of the large population is what? That they can be helpful for the country's growth. And negative side हम देखेंगे, तो negative side हम क्या सोचेंगे? अरे इतना ज़्यादा population है country की, the things are becoming scarce, scarcity of land, scarcity of water, scarcity of resources, other resources are there just because of the large population. So this is the negativity of the overpopulation or large population. And if we see positivity of the large population, we will find that, oh, large population is there, no problem, it will be helpful or beneficial for the country's economic growth. ज़्यादा से ज़्यादा काम करने का हमको population, human beings मिलेंगे. I hope the negativity and positivity is clear here about the population.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes,
Now,
yes, ma'am.
considering only the problems of providing the population with food, education, and access to health facilities. Now, if
भाई
only we
कितनी लाड की है इनको नहीं कर सकते ठोक
Now, if we see that the problems related to food, education, and access means approach to health facilities. So if we see that education, food, and approach to health facilities to provide this large population will be a problem for the country, then it will be a negative side. But rather we will see for the economic growth, then it will be the positive side. When existing human resource is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy, we call it a human capital formation. Now, what is human capital formation? Underline this. When the existing human resource, जो human resource है, human population है, it is further developed by becoming more educated and healthy. When it is becoming more educated and healthy, then that human resource can be changed from human resource to human capital formation. That adds to the productive power of country, just like physical capital formation. This human resource can help in country's growth or productivity of the country when it can be provided with more education and healthcare facilities will be provided to them. So if educated people will be there, healthy people will be there, then definitely they will prove fruitful or profitable for the for the country's growth. Clear? Now, investment in human capital. What is how we can invest in human capital? We can invest in human capital through education, training them, medical care to be provided. So this is the investment: education, training, and medical care. This is the investment done on human capital. Human capital पे ये investment किया जाए, then it can yield a return just like investment in physical capital. तो ये एक तरीके से yield करेगा. Yield means it can produce or provide a return just like investment in physical capital. अगर हम physical capital, what are physical capital? What are physical capital? Tools and raw materials.
Tools and raw materials.
In previous lesson we have read about physical. So if investment in tools and raw material is done, then definitely the production, agricultural production will increase. The same way, if investment of education, training, and medical facilities is provided to human capital, then it will be very productive, or it can provide a fruitful return, just like the investment in physical capital. Now, this can be seen directly in the form of higher incomes. अब कैसे डायरेक्टली हमें देखने को मिलता है कि whether the human capital is in return we are getting the profit or not, in the form of higher incomes earned because of higher productivity of more educated or better trained person. So if the person is better trained, highly skilled, highly educated, then definitely that person will earn more in the particular. If we can take a means example of a company mein two peoples are there who are working there. One is more getting a higher educated, highly educated person and skillful person. Other is not so much highly educated and skillful. So both the standard is different between the both the people standard of what education level also and the skill level also, ability level also. So the person with higher knowledge or higher skill, they will get definitely more salary than the person who is not having any ability to do work, or just kept for the purpose of as a watchman or a small worker. So this can be seen here also, that directly in the form of higher incomes earned because of higher productivity of more educated and better trained persons. So if people are better trained, more education is provided, proper healthcare facilities are provided. If people are healthier, then they will be very helpful for the productivity of the country here also. Clear? I hope this clear.
Yes,
Investment in
ma'am.
human capital. What is human resource? What is human capital? What investment
Yes.
can be done in the human capital? How people can be helpful in the economic growth? Who are asset and who are liabilities
Yes.
to the country?
Yes.
Okay, fine. Now, India's green revolution is a dramatic example. Now, green revolution. What is green revolution? Green revolution is a
In which the HYV seeds are used.
very good.
In
In
which, yes, ma'am.
yes, in one way we can say that green revolution was the revolution made in agricultural area. Clear? Where modern farming methods were introduced in India. You can write down green revolution was the revolution made in agricultural area. Plus, you can also write down that modern farming methods were introduced in India during green revolution. Modern farming methods were used. So India's green revolution is a dramatic example of how the input of greater knowledge in the form of provide production technologies can rapidly increase the productivity of scarce land resources. When land resources are scarce, land will not be means extended. जितना land है earth पे उतना ही land can be made to use. So we have to just increase the productivity on that particular piece of land. Then how we have increased that productivity? Through the greater knowledge by using the modern farming methods. Clear? So green revolution is a dramatic example of how the input of greater knowledge in the form of improved production technologies can rapidly increase the productivity of the scarce, means less land resources. India's IT revolution. Now IT revolution means revolution in technology. IT revolution is striking instance of how the importance of human capital has come to acquire a higher position than that of the material, plant and machinery. Now here human capital has come to the higher position, had received the higher position than the material, plant and machinery here in IT. IT means information technology industry.
Technology.
Information technology industry.
Information technology industry.
Clear now? That is the Planning Commission,
Yes, ma'am.
Government of India. This is extract from the Planning Commission, Government of India. Now here, what is human resource? I hope these questions are clear to you.
Yes,
What is human
ma'am.
resource? Is it like land or
Ma'am,
labor? It is more than that. Land or labor की तरह ही है human resource? No, it is more than that. And then what is human capital? Is it like rupee, paisa or dollar?
It is more than that.
It is more than that, because we have to, when we invest on human capital, it can prove more beneficial for the country's economic growth. I hope now this page is clear.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Yes.
Now, population need not be, we can continue with this paragraph here in our next class.
Okay,
I think
ma'am.
tomorrow, okay?
Okay,
So
ma'am.
page 17, because time is
Okay,
running.
ma'am.
Thank you, ma'am.
Okay, fine.
Thank you, ma'am. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Have a nice day. Have a nice day, ma'am.
Same to you.
Have a nice day, ma'am.
nice day, ma'am.
Okay.